Burger King. You don't know. I don't know where anything is. Grown-ups don't need help from children, ever. You can't help anybody fix a car, right? Grown-ups do not ever need help from children. They should not need you for anything, okay? Now, your mom might need help, right? Because she needs help with the laundry and the cleaning, right? She's gonna need help. Your family needs help from you. But no stranger ever needs help from a child, ever. If a stranger is asking you for help, that's a grown-up, you need to run, right? You need to know that that's not okay. It's time to go. I gotta go. Yeah, I don't know anything, and you off. And remember, the whole time, what are we doing? You're just backing up. You're backing up. Like, why are we asking a kid for help? Okay. Let's see. So then there's the whole, what if they offer you candy? What are you gonna do then? Right? We have candy. You don't need candy from anybody else. You have candy at home. We don't take candy from anybody, right? And what if they have a puppy? They say, come and look at my puppy. Well, puppies are cool, but you should probably come and get me. Go to your mom and say, okay, so there's a guy in the parking lot with a puppy. Can we go look? Can we go look? Can we go look? That is fine, because then your parent can help and decide, oh, okay, yeah, let's go look. Or they can say, what? There's a guy in the parking lot with puppies in a car? Wait, we should probably, all these kind of signs, that sick feeling in the belly starts happening. Your mom is like, no. And we should probably go tell someone, because that's not okay. Nobody should be in the parking lot. Okay. You also need to know that these people are really good at convincing kids to do things, right? They're like, hey, come here, let's play a game. I got this ball, doesn't it look super fun? Right? They really do a good job of getting you guys to come to them. So you need to know that if this isn't someone that I know, I need to go away. Like I play with my friends. We don't play with grown-ups, right? Children and grown-ups do not have to hang out together. They're not friends. It's not okay. You should always stay together. Stay in groups or at least with another person. We don't go off alone. You don't go to the bathroom by yourself. It doesn't matter where we are. You don't go to the bathroom by yourself. Okay, so either mom or dad usually takes you to the bathroom, or you and your brother go together. But even at the ballpark, we don't go to the bathroom by ourselves. We don't go off to the restroom alone, ever. Someone should be with you all the time, because you're safer when there's more than one person. Because remember, they're looking for kids that are alone, that nobody is watching. Okay. If you need to run away, screaming is also a good idea. Okay? Causing a scene is good. You know how sometimes your moms say things like, shh, be quiet, don't cause a scene. We have to be quiet. No, we're in public. We don't do that. We use our inside voice. This is when it's okay to be super loud. Because what you want to happen if someone is trying to put their hands on you, that's when you scream and you want anybody to look. Because when you cause attention and other people start looking, they back off. Because they don't want to get arrested or let people know that it's them, because they want to hang out at that park all the time. So they don't want anybody to know. So if you start screaming and running, is fantastic, flailing around, using your arms, being really super loud and obnoxious is fun and fantastic, and this is going to keep yourself safe, right? So you're running. If by chance they get their hands on you, you are to do all of your wiggly, squirrely moves that you always do. You are to fight, scream, kick, do all that stuff, because we want other people to see. Right? We want you to be too much of a pain so they just let you go and move on. Right? They're hoping that they can get a kid into a car who's not going to fight at all. And once someone gets you in the car, it's really, really hard. That's when things are much more dangerous and it's harder. So you have to do everything in your power not to ever get in the car or any kind of vehicle with someone, ever, right? Unless I'm there and I gave you permission to go with them. Okay, so fighting, screaming, run, run, run. We got it? Fight, scream, run, run, run. If anybody tries to get you, if a grown-up tries to take you and you don't know this person, you fight, you scream, and you run, run, run. Okay. If necessary, your parents would call, it's called a child abuse hotline. They could call the police, right? If you come back and you say this man has puppies in the car, this is when mom would go, okay, we're calling the police. If you find out for some reason that one of your friends is being hurt, someone is touching them and their private parts, you still need to tell someone. Even if your friend can't, because we know a whole list of reasons why they can't. Because they're afraid, because they're embarrassed, because they told them that they could go to jail, right? They don't want to tell, but you can tell. That's when you go and you tell your grown-ups. You tell your family, right? Tell your mom and dad. Mom and dad then could call the police, or they could call, there's a phone number, it's called a child abuse hotline number. They could call there. They could call DFS, which is a place that helps keep kids safe, right? So, lots of times kids do hear about other kids being hurt and they really don't know what to do about it. So now you know what to do when you hear that information. That's when you tell someone. So this way you can help your friend, even if they're so sad they can't do it for themselves, or they're like super scared and they can't do it for themselves. Okay. All right. Questions?
You're going to give this talk to the classes here, all the kids?
I don't do it anymore. I did it when I was teaching prep. You want me to? It's easy for you to do it than for me to do it, right?
It'd be a good start.
Yes. And when I did it, I actually only did it to the classes that my kids were in at the time. So I did it for a couple years. Like I did it with the first grade class and the third grade class, and then I did it with the second graders and the fourth graders. And I think that was my 4 years of teaching here. But I haven't done it. It is a great class, and their responses are fun. They are kicking and fighting, and they know their answers are great, right? But they really do get stumped. When I'm talking to the kids and presenting to them, and we start talking about why kids don't tell, they're like, oh yeah, I get that. That's why I wouldn't tell. Right? They really get that this is why. And that's why I want them to know why other kids don't tell. Because if they have that information, then they go, okay, but I'm still supposed to tell anyway. Like, yeah, I don't want him to go to jail. I don't want him to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble, but I have to tell anyway. So yeah, I can. I won't tell anybody though. I have to sneak in and do it so the kids come in class. Yeah.
I'll do that after later, so at what age?
3.
Oh, okay, well, okay.
Yeah. 3 we start, and you do it consistently until they leave. I still have this, my boys are 12 and 14, and I still say, you know where people are that want to hurt kids, right? You know where they go, right? I know that you're going there. You need to pay attention. Don't go off by yourself. Because 12 and 14, there's a sweet spot age to pedophiles, and it's 8 to 10. If they want to get kids, pedophiles, it's because they're not necessarily babies anymore, but they're also not into puberty yet. So, I know, isn't it disgusting to say it out loud, right? But the sweet spot for men to get boys is 8 to 10 years old, is what the age group that they like. So if we can get them right anywhere in there and have them prepared for it so that they stay safe, that's going to be a big deal. And then, of course, you have your pedophiles who have certain age groups, right? Some of them like that prepubescent girl or prepubescent boy, but once they get into puberty, then they don't like those anymore. Then they look too much like a grown-up, right? Then they look like women or men, and that's not what they're interested in. So it's usually the 8 to 10 age group. So that's why we start early, and you talk about it until they're gone, right? Until they actually leave your house, you should still have conversations about it. And it's just to remind them, right? When you get that icky feeling, you need to respond. You don't go anywhere by yourself ever. It is still rare that my boys ever go to the bathroom in a public place alone. And if they go, I always look at my watch. How long? How much time? How long have they been in there? I had my boys in the bathrooms with me until, I don't know, they were old. They were probably like 8 and 10. And I still had them coming in the women's bathroom with me. I did. And I was fine. I had one time, we went in a rest stop, and which is like, you know, like my red flag is going, like, you are staying with me. No, you are coming in the bathroom with me. And when we went in there, they, what time is it? Did I go over? I did. I'm sorry.
I just have a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Is it a higher percentage rate for men to be
Yes.
pedophile and
But
why
women
is-
do it too.
Oh,
I don't know what
understand that.
I don't know what the percentages are for it.
but it is higher for men?
Yes.
And why do you know?
I
No?
Okay, first you need to know that usually these, remember, abuse happens in cycles, so these are people that were probably
Yes.
abused, right? So it is not a natural thing. Someone is not necessarily born to be a pedophile. They have usually been abused at some point in their life, and they're just continuing the cycle of abuse. Yeah.
What is your recommendation, instead of calling a child by name? I mean, we go to Charlie Daniels Park and everybody knows Michael and George because
Right.
we're fun, trying to find them all the time. Do you use some other kind of, like, just call them by an initial? Do you know, any suggestions?
I wouldn't, because yours is still little, right?
5, yeah.
Yeah, so I would not. All right, bye you guys.
Thank you so
Okay, thanks. See you guys.
Thank you, thanks.
All right, I know I ran over now.
Thank you.